The year 2012 has come and gone, but fresh in the minds of the people of the Gateway State are the landmark achievements that have been recorded so far. 2012 marked the first full year in the administration of Senator Ibikunle Amosun after his election into office by the good people of Ogun State in May 2011. The year was appointed to what the people should expect in the remaining tenure of Governor Ibikunle Amosun. It is also the year to measure if truly their ballots were cast for the right candidate. As soon as the administration of Senator Ibikunle Amosun came into office, his plans were presented to the people. It was in the form of 5 cardinal programs. Not that other sectors would not be tackled, but these programs highlighted what Senator Amosun felt were the most pressing of the issues that needed to be addressed by his administration. The 5 cardinal programs are affordable and qualitative education, healthcare delivery, agriculture and industrialization, infrastructural development, and urban and rural development. With the quick passage of the 2012 budget by the State House of Assembly in December 2011, the Ogun State government began to put into action the plans that were already drafted in the budget. According to the belief of Senator Ibikunle Amosun, many of the challenges faced in present-day Ogun State can be surmounted if its population, especially the young ones, have access to education and are properly educated. This was made obvious in the amount of resources allocated for the provision of affordable and qualitative education in the state in 2012.
In any society, if you don't invest in education, you can't do anything. If you don't have educated people, you really cannot achieve your agenda. So our investment in education is deliberate. It's not a mistake. It's the right thing to do. Get your people educated. That's when they can compete for jobs. That's when they can open businesses. That's when the state can move forward. So it's the right focus. And Ogun State, if you look at the history of Ogun State, the thing that distinguishes Ogun State from any other state was its education. And we have to go back to those days so that we can move the state forward.
All over Ogun State, parents are rest assured that their wards in the state government-owned primary and secondary schools are given qualitative, free education. This has removed a lot of burden from the shoulders of parents who, ordinarily, were struggling to pay the school fees of their wards. The state government also made provision for free exercise books and other writing materials for pupils and students. It also provided them with textbooks on all subjects in the school curriculum. Beyond fees and learning materials, the State Ministry of Education also commenced unified schools examinations specifically designed to test the quality of students being produced in the state. So far, the results have been promising. To also gauge the performance of the staff, the State Ministry of Education constantly paid unscheduled visits to schools for assessment. Over time, various trainings were carried out for the principals, vice principals, as well as the teachers to measure and improve their capacities.
In terms of training, I want to say that 2012 too, we did quite a lot of training and training of our teachers.
Many of the infrastructure that were on the ground during the first year of the present administration began to be overhauled in 2012. This the state government has not relented in doing till date. It also commenced the construction of model schools in the 3 senatorial districts of the state. The First Lady, Mrs. Olufunsho Amosun, has also been contributing her own quota to the education sector. The First Lady provided motivation and incentives to the best 20 SS3 students in the 2012 WAEC examinations in the state. The students, drawn from the 20 local government areas, were sent on a training workshop to the United Kingdom for a fortnight with all expenses paid.
As a guidance counselor, I believe in the reward system, and this is what this program is about. It's not a fun fair, it's not a jamboree. We don't just want our children to travel for the sake of traveling. This is the prize at the end of a program. The purpose of the prize is to motivate students to do better in exams.
Also during the year under review, the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology organized town hall meeting sensitization programs with parents, guardians and teachers from all the 20 local government areas in the state. The objective of the meetings was to clarify the controversial issue of parent-teachers association levels in state-owned schools, as well as to further enlighten the general public, especially parents and teachers, on the programs of this administration in the education sector. All this did not come without its attendant challenges. But with the commitment of the leadership and support of the people, many of the foundations laid in 2012 will be built upon in 2013. The Ministry of Agriculture in Ogun State in 2012 proved to be a great source of help to farmers. Various seedlings, especially cash crop seedlings, were provided to farmers at subsidized rates for planting, for better productivity and better profit. Also, the payment of the 500 million naira counterpart funds by the state government, which enabled the state to access the federal government's 500 million naira matching grant, is a major achievement of the Ministry of Agriculture in the year 2012. The provision of 1 billion naira commercial agricultural credit scheme for distribution to prospective farmers to improve agricultural production in the state is another example of the important step taken by this administration in the year under review. Many farmers have already benefited from the loan under the first phase of the program. To further help farmers in the state, various agricultural equipment were purchased by the state government in 2012 for land clearing and planting. These equipment will be leased out to farmers or sold to farmers' cooperative groups for their members to be able to access and use. They include 4 bulldozers, 30 tractors, 33 plows, 15 harrows, 2 slashers, and 2 planters. The state government also embarked on the construction of a new modern farm settlement at Awowo in Ewekoro local government area of the state. The farm settlement is expected to be completed and put to maximum use before the end of 2013. This type of modern farm settlement will be constructed in each of the 3 senatorial districts of the state.
All over the world, the initiative now is to bring in young people into agriculture. So the Owowo is the first of about 3 that we will do. We're going to do in all the senatorial zones to bring in the youth to stay and do full-time farming. That is what we are trying to achieve. It's a good initiative. The students will move in very soon.
The idea of improving agriculture is to strengthen the value chain, thereby leading to the establishment of agro-allied industries. Early in 2012, the state government organized a 2-day investors forum tagged Ogun State, Open for Business. It attracted investors from both within and outside Nigeria. Industrialists and other stakeholders were also present at the forum. During the event, Governor Ibikunle Amosun reiterated his mission for the state in terms of industrialization, stating that the state is indeed open for business.
For us now, we must get it right. It is not just about just planting or farming. We want to take that forward, take advantage of all the value chain that agriculture presents. And that's why we are saying that whatever we grow, we must process. We must create wealth. We must employ our people. We want to go back to the basics. We have all this potential. We are not leveraging on it. We are not using it well. So we want to use it well. On our honor, all that advices that they've given, we will adhere strictly to them. And all the promises we made, within the next, even between now and probably 6 months, you will come to say that truly these people mean business. So Ogun State is truly open for business, busy with setting standards we want to call this is Ogun Standard.
The Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Mr. Bimbola Ashiru, speaks on the objectives of hosting the Investors Forum and the desired results since March 2012.
The aim of having that Investors Forum is to be able to showcase what we are endowed with as a state, to let people know that we are open for business. And what have we done in that area? If you remember, one of the guest speakers is the former Prime Minister of Highland, Betty Han. We came in to be able to tell us the success story, how they've been able to achieve a lot in the Republic of Ireland. And they came in, we were able to get, the high and mighty people from both local and foreign investors. And I can tell you that the success story is that we've been able to identify at least 54 genuine companies that have shown their interest. Even one of the companies came in 9 months ago, and they've been able to set up their factory, which should be commissioned very soon, and it's called Goodwill Ceramic. They are going to be producing, and we've had so many companies that have come in. You start seeing these things.
The state government has started taking steps in preparation for this. Among the steps is the construction and completion of a 700-meter road constructed at the industrial park. To empower unemployed youths in the state, as well as assist small-scale business owners, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry secured a loan from the Bank of Industry. The sum of 500 million naira was paid by the state government, while the Bank of Industry matched it to the tune of 1 billion naira. This is for small and medium-scale enterprises. It was also in 2012 that youths across the state were trained in preparation for the loan, while the government commenced its disbursement to beneficiaries under the first phase of the scheme. Apart from all these, the State Ministry of Commerce and Industry in 2012 clamped down heavily on illegal miners. This was to address the indiscriminate mining of natural resources in the state, as well as to protect the environment. Presently, such illegal mining activities have been minimized and international best practices have been established for mining and are now being adhered to.
We found that people, because they are making money, it's cash cow. So they were just busy doing this thing, and that's why we call it illegal mining, because they had no license to do that. So what we've done is to clamp down on them, and I invited the stakeholders to tell them the implication of illegal mining. It's actually 5 years imprisonment and 20 years, 20 million naira, or both. So they've now realized the importance and they know the implication. They've started coming in to engage us, and it's because they need to apply, they need to get the necessary papers, so that, you are not supposed to mine about 50 meters to the road.
It was not only the companies and industries that felt the impact of the present administration in 2012. Markets all over the state were renovated. Some which were in the first phase include the Oba Lipede Market in Abeokuta, the Itaoshu Market in Ijebu-Ode, and the Shagamu International Market. Beyond the renovation, there are plans in 2013 to build 3 ultra-modern markets across the 3 senatorial districts of the state.
When we came in, our markets are in comatose, they are in big mess. We've been able to renovate. We started in 3 phases. We started with Itaoshu Market in Ijebu-Ode. We started and Lipede Market. We've been able to renovate part of them. The Excellency has just approved another fund for the second phase. We are starting with the second phase in the next 1 or 2 weeks. We are doing the second phase of those markets. We are going to renovate them too and put them in the proper standard that people are looking for.
Achieving all this was not an easy feat. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry had to overcome a number of challenges to provide an enabling environment for businesses to thrive.
Some of these are manufacturers. When they started building their factories, we have the Omoniles harassing them. So what we have done is to invite the KBACs to tell them that, look, you want development in your area. If you want development in your area, you must encourage and welcome these manufacturers, because they will create jobs, they will create wealth, and they will bring civilization to your area. They will open up your area. So, and they are now getting aware of that. That was a big challenge to us.
With all these in place, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is aiming at greater achievements in 2013.
The focus is on, our industrial park. We want to take ownership completely for 2 other industrial parks. We're actually looking at opportunity to have another industrial park on Lagos-Ibadan Express. We want to focus on renovating our markets. We want to focus on generating high revenue. Our incubator centers, we want to focus on them this time around. We want to build them. Because the vocational center for people too. And don't forget GIZ and Germany Chambers of Commerce, they're trying to partner with us. They want to build vocational centers. We've been able to give them somewhere around our industrial park.
There are many more plans by various ministries and agencies in Ogun State for 2013. All that is needed is the support and goodwill of the citizens to bring it to fruition. The mission to rebuild Ogun State is in motion. "2012 is gone, but the good people of Ogun State are assured of the presence of a new government in place. There are various indicators to this. As such, the people are happy and appreciative of this welcome change.
I've been in this market for some years, and since the coming of this government, we appreciate the light truth. The market used to be very, very dark, and we had to totally depend on generators. But since he came in, the light roof has helped us a lot, and we appreciate that.
I would like to thank God for the sustenance of our life first, and then I want to say I really appreciate the present administration and the activities that has been going on, the infrastructure that is being put in place as a promise, and I say all the activities is well commendable.
The man has really tried. He has transformed Ogun State for what it was in the past. We can see, even I was in the new market past years, and I can see what he has done for us, for the maintenance of the new market and some other things that we are still expecting him to do for us.
I'm a parent. I have children in secondary schools. My children were given books, and there was no school fees in the public school. I think, left with me, that's one of the best things that one would have expected to happen.
So far,